What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is SoMount64 and I'm back! Finally! I know you've probably been missing my uploads. I was originally supposed to leave on Friday, but I had to push it ahead because of weather, and then I couldn't upload some of the videos that I already had planned. Now, you might be asking, where the hell was I? I actually went out to Philadelphia to cast a pro tournament for UMG Philadelphia, which was actually partnered with MLG. It was up on MLG.TV, $20,000 Call of Duty tournament. Yeah, guys, and it's thanks to you. It's me uploading, getting recognition, you guys putting me out there time after time. I got up on Machinima Respawn, and speaking of which, if you guys are looking for some more, entertaining type videos, not so much about me or whatever, you can actually, at the end of the video, as well as linked in the description down below, new And We Are Live just went up on Machinima Respawn on Sunday. I was going to update you guys, but like I said, I've been super busy, and I actually was planning on doing vlogs as well, but I didn't know if you guys would be interested in it, and I was extremely tired going, because a lot of times we would finish at like 12 or 1 o'clock, and then we had to be up at like 8 the next day, and it takes you, you got to meet afterwards, so by the time you get back to the room, it's like 2, 3 sometimes, so you can get pretty tired going into it. Managed to keep my own though, but if you guys saw it, I'm gonna actually try and upload some kind of montage type thing of it. I'm kind of nervous to go back and look at it. Everybody said that I did a really good job though, which I was kind of surprised about. When I mean, not so much surprised, but just happy to hear. When I first went out there, I gotta say, pretty nervous. Not like shaking nervous, but just I didn't know how I would do, because when I go into my And We Are Live games, my filler, quote unquote, is when I just call people terrible. I tell them they have bad accuracy and the kill cams. I couldn't agree with you more. You guys know my filler words that I use to just kind of fill time, and half of those things I could have used. Actually, at the beginning when I first got there, I sat down and I was just playing before the pros get underway, or the players get underway, they'll warm up in free-for-all, and it's on land, so I can hop in the game because we're spectating it. So I would do that, and for one of them, we went into it, and we were just streaming, because I started on a Bravo stream, which was, not really the A-list names were going on there, but some pretty good ones were. But anyways, the first one I went in and I started, I killed one of the players. I don't remember who it was. I think somebody from Orbit. And I started teabagging him. And I said it on stream. I was like, yeah, get the teabag. And then whoever I was casting with was like, whoa, whoa, you don't do that. Whoa, because you have sponsors or whatever that you got to keep it a professional, clean show. And so right then I learned, okay, I gotta clean my stuff up even more. So, because I love doing all that. That's just me having a good time. But that was what it really was. It was just me having a good time. And the thing was, I realized that the people aren't there to watch me. They're there to watch the pros play, this tournament unfold. And really, I'm there to support them and to give some additional feedback, what's going on in the game, give some technical analysis, some in-depth stuff. If you're brand new to competitive, give some basic stuff. Talk about the players, give some facts that probably they might not know, and then keep you engaged in it, because you're switching back between all the players. You want to see who's going with what, so you got to keep everybody into what's actually happening. And also create hype, make it more fun at the same time. So there was a lot of things like that, and I handled it perfectly because I had so much experience from my And We Are Live series, which has been so popular. I've been doing that since Black Ops 1, uploading at least, like once a week with that. And a lot of times I'll go into games multiple times. It's not just that one game that I cast and uploaded. No way. I go into like 5 or 6, and then I choose the one that's perfect. And that was another thing too. I didn't know, it wasn't me going there doing 5 lobbies and choosing the perfect one to upload. It was live, man. So I couldn't go back, and I know I made some mistakes, especially at the beginning, but I definitely improved a lot, and I actually got some good tips from the other casters as well. Shout out to all those guys. They were all very welcoming. Paradox, he introduced me to a lot of the teams, a lot of the players, and then also gave me a lot of the background that I really wanted to know about some of these guys, because I didn't know too much. I started following competitive 2 weeks ago, so I mean, I was almost like a clean slate going into this. The only thing that I had watched was the last Black Black Ops 2 $1 Million Championship. And I actually got a cast for 3 of those players that won it. Didn't get a cast for Karma, although I would have loved to. Complexity, those guys, insane, taking the tournament. But shout out to Paradox. We also had Smiting Fatty, who I casted with the most out of anybody. He was a great guy, nicest in the world. Anybody you talk to about him, extremely nice guy. Turbo, he ran the show beautifully over on B Stream as well as with casting with us. Great job. Golden Boy, insane. I loved casting with him. He's so knowledgeable and keeps going. Even though he's casted probably the most, I think, don't quote me on that, but I know he was tired and still managed to do a great job, even on that last one too, getting on stage, introducing it, closing it out. He did a terrific job and definitely an extremely professional guy. It was fun casting with him though. That was the first time I went onto A Stream was with him, and actually it was in like 3rd game Blitz. His mic went out, so you hear me cast for like 3 minutes 30 seconds while there's, you know, a tech guy trying to fix his mic right next to him while they're working on it, and then I just took it over right there because I knew I had to take it, and he was really happy that I managed to do that very well. But it was funny too because some people on Twitter said, man, Stone's got to calm down. He just keeps going off, not even giving Golden a chance to talk. But of course they don't know. So I managed to do a pretty good job with those guys. Then also we had Benson, who was really fun to watch. I would have loved to cast with him. And of course Puckett was there from, you know, he mainly works with MLG, but he's one of the best known casters and definitely an extreme pro, long history. And it was an honor to meet him. And I also got to cast with him. He's like, oh, Stoney, I want to cast with you. And I got to do it, and it was truly an honor being able to cast with him because, you know, before I went out there, I was watching a lot of these old tournaments and just trying to get up to speed. What do people do? What do they use for transitions? How do they do play-by-play versus commentary, or if they're going to do color? Things like that. And I watched a lot of Puckett's work, and he has a great live personality, and that personality translates perfectly over into just his everyday thing, cracking jokes. And like I mentioned, I didn't really know how I was gonna do, so I was kind of quiet when I first got there, and you know, just getting myself amped up, ready to go. And then once I get on the stream though, so much easier. You loosen up and you just get, I became myself. I was more normal and more myself on camera when there was, you know, 10, 20,000 people watching. And then, you know, sometimes there in the A stream, there's a live audience of a couple hundred people. I was more comfortable then than I was waiting to go up because I didn't, it was funny. That was a weird thing that I noticed also. But shout out to all the casters, guys. I think Reflections was the only one I missed. Good guy to cast with, had a ton of facts, but I had a ton of fun. And then also the players, man. It was so cool to meet all of them and put faces with names and, you know, get interested in that. And then also casting some of those pro teams. E-Girl Slayer with Revan on it was awesome to cast. I casted that a lot of times. I mean, I think all their matchups that were on stream, I casted. Team Caliber, which was insane to cast. Clayster, I met him briefly, but all the guys on TK I did get a chance to meet. And then E-Girl Slayer, I met Revan a couple times, and he tried to drill me at the beginning when I was already kind of nervous. He's like, who plays for Optic? Who plays for Envy? And then I was just like, I was choking, and then I was like, oh man, now could do worse. But just, it was, I don't know, it was just Revan that freaked me out when he was doing that, because he was just such a knowledgeable player, and he turned out playing beast. E-Girl Slayer, this pickup team, made it to, I believe they placed 5th in the tournament, so pro. That was insane, and that was a lot of fun to cast for those guys, like I said. And I met some of the guys on Complexity, which was really cool. X and TP, X being the coach for Complexity. If you guys don't know, they took the tournament. Now 8 out of the 9 last championships. These guys are incredible to watch, and coming in with fresh eyes, I loved watching them. It was so cool. And like I said, I met those guys before it. Extremely nice to me. I told them a bit about myself, had a conversation, and it was at the end too. They even, after they won, they said I did a great job. I said, man, don't look at me, look at you. You guys just won first like it was nothing, 3-1ing Team Caliber. That was awesome to watch. Karma was insane. I would have loved to talk to him. He's such a beast player to watch. It's so much fun. So I had a great time getting involved into the COD competitive scene. Hopefully I can keep up with it. You know, I am finishing up my last semester right now, and I actually just got my grades back for my first one. Got that 4.0, baby. You know, I've been keeping my subs updated over this whole time, and so now I somehow raised my GPA to 3.93 from 2, but you know, I'm going to be graduating summa cum laude, pretty much guaranteed now, going into my last semester coming up, and then I'm going to be getting a big boy job, baby, and going probably 9 to 5, so I might not have as much time to cast at Future Ones. I know that's the thing that I got asked a lot. I'm going to be casting at Future Ones. I might be able to come out for like a day if it's something that close. I know Anaheim is something that I'm definitely going to be interested in. Puckett loved my work. And me casting saw huge improvements. Everybody had really nice things to say, but it was great hearing it coming from Puckett because, like I said, such an experienced guy, veteran, and wanted to hear more from me, wanted me to cast more for sure. So anyways, guys, it was a fantastic experience. I want to thank you guys for your support and for getting me known enough to get out there. You know, obviously I put in a lot of work and time to practice and get better. If you go back to my first And We Are Live, don't do it. Don't do it, man. They're not good at all. You see me stuttering. I'm talking... Oh man, it was bad, but I want to keep them up there because you can see my progress over all of this time, and it's so much fun for me to be experiencing it, going back looking at my old videos. So there it is, guys, casting at UMG Philadelphia. Hopefully we can do more. It's really just going to be if time permits. I'd definitely be interested in it though. We'll just have to see how it works out once I do begin my career, and I don't even know where my career is going to lead. I'm reaching out right now and trying to work on that, but there it is, guys. I actually put 2 gameplays together on this one just because it was such a long commentary. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Be sure to let me know what to like, comment down below. Did you see it? And also, if you didn't, I'm going to be trying to put something together as I mentioned at the beginning, so stick around for that. But normal videos will now resume, so more YOLO on the battlefield and We Are Live coming out. Be sure to check out that And We Are Live that's now up on Machinima Respawn, link in the description down below and on screen now for that recommended video. You can check out the previous for my last view from the mountain, which is what this is, and I'll see you guys next time. This is StoneMount64 signing out.